The Recollections, the events leading up, just listen. He was straying off the path, the story of a kid who fought nothing in life, just the evil within. He could have grown up to be anything that he wanted, but instead when he got handed the pipe, he was on it. Last year round, he used to kick it on the playground. Call of Duty plasma screen surround sound. Was living like a king in his early teens. Hopes and dreams, never hung around crack fiends. Late night a messenger his friend would send. Come kick it with me, my missus and a friend of a friend. Hours later on arrival, he would knock on the door. Hit him with a handshake, what up man, my dog. He would enter his house, proceed with caution. Eerie silence, backdrop dripping faucet. He only met his people just once before, so he masked his fear and acted rugged and raw. Rugged and raw. After a brief conversation, the pipe was packed. He never touched it before but acted like he had. Rotation complete. He looked in amazement, stared at the pip, then his hand starts shaking. Relax little man, you'll be fine, you're alright. You'll be up for 2 days after sinking this pipe. But little did he know it was laced with the horse. Just a little smidge to get him hooked, of course. It was mentally forced, peer pressure's a bitch. They were 5 years older and they hand him a lick. He was hesitant at first, but eventually he puffs and pulls a fucking face like he's busted a nut. Everyone has a life, then he's on his way home. 1 AM, picking hard deep in his own zone. The parents are screaming, where the fuck have you been? You had us worried sick cause you're only 14. You little dickhead. 6 months down the track, guess their plan had worked. When he didn't have his fix, he was gone berserk. He was selling all his shit in the mind of a fiend. PS3 surround sound and his flat screen. Gone long ago, would you call them mates? The same people gave him his very first fucking place. The ones that bought all his shit underpriced. The very same people got him hooked on ice. No one would sell to him because of his age, and he smacked his own mother in a moment of rage. They got him on the hook so the price doubles. The little man didn't know how deep in trouble that he really was, that he couldn't get a hit. It's been days and days and he's losing his shit. He's deep in addiction and he starts punching walls. Turn a stable loving house into a broken home. Shit happens, I suppose. He was confronted by his father, he fucking had enough. Grabbed you by the scruff, I won't have a junkie for a son. I never raised you to lend a hand on your mother, but look what you've done, you're a junkie undercover. A lippy little shit, better watch what you say. In the heat of it all, the dad smacked him in the rib cage. He ran to his room, locked the door, stared at his pipe with no stem or bowl. What was he worth? He wasn't worth a thing, all because he hung around and kicked back with the wrong team. It's a sad subject, deeply upsetting. He grabbed the belt he was wearing to a wedding. He took erasive action with no letter, knowing that the shit wasn't getting any better. He threw the belt through the very top of his wardrobe, tight round his neck, and he jumps till his throat's closed. He wasn't seen for a while, so his parents came to check, saying sorry through the door, no answer on his end. They walked in his room, started tripping on his clothes, couldn't find him, checked the toilet, then they checked the wardrobe. As the father slides the door, his mother starts screaming, staring at his son who starts hanging, not breathing. His dad rips him down, starts CPR. They weren't getting a pulse, so they threw him in the car. The father starts weeping, he's down and shitty. Starts speeding down the highway 150, couldn't see through the tears, swerved in the field. He stomped on the brake to see his son through the windshield. The father survived and no one knows where he is. He disappeared the same day he lost his kid. The last sight of his mother, she was mentally ill. Now she's in a padded room, slapped and cuffed, mentally fucked.